Kristen returned to the room with food, and I chose not to respond to anything that have said because it would only make the issue worse since they were all in the room, and besides, I had no energy to speak due to hunger. I had still not figured out how I would break the news to them, and I wished the goddess would break the mate bond that I share with them. I honestly preferred being mateless or having a mate that was not connected to any of them. I took my tray of food from Tristan and went to my bed quietly, not even my wolf uttering a word. I slept off afterwards, dreaming of a happy life without chaos in it. I rubbed my eyes slowly as I sat up on my bed. A yawn escaped my mouth as I looked around and found out that I was the only one in the room. Where could they have gone? I questioned myself like I had an answer to it. The moments that my eyes caught the digital clock on the wall, it nearly popped out of the sockets as I realized how late I was for school. Shit, the sleep was too good, huh? Blair asked me as I rushed into the bathroom for a quick bath. I didn't even want to reply her until I was fully dressed. I don't want to get into trouble with the principal, I said to myself while dressing up. The principal? What about the beta that you are supposed to serve? Zayden. My eyes widened once again due to the realization, and I started sweating profusely. I had to relax or else I would just be making my anxiety worse by the minute. I hope he doesn't see me because not only will he report me for late coming but also not following the orders given, I stated as I ran out of the room after locking it. With every step that I took to my classroom, my heart thumped hard against my chest, and if I did not get water to drink, I was scared of what might happen to me. The minute that I summoned courage to open the door with my trembling hands, everywhere became dead silent, and I could feel eyes on me from every corner, especially my mates who did not bother to wake me up for school this morning. I took in a deep breath and lowered my head before looking for an empty seat, which was very far away from them because I was currently not up for any drama at all. I was so damn lucky that the teacher had not arrived. If not, I would have faced severe punishment since I was an Omega. It was never that serious after all, Blair remarked, like there was no need for a panic attack that almost happened earlier. Easy for you to say. It is not the end of the day yet, and I'm outside the four walls of my room. I deadpanned. You have 3 alphas as a mate, and the person in question that you are scared of is a beta. Ease up a bit, she retorted. Mates? Are we talking about the guys who don't care about me? I'm on my own. I mean, we are on our own on this. When will you realize? I was about to start a heated argument with her, and an announcement from the principal came across us. Good morning, students. Listen attentively. He went on to talk about the massive rogue killing which was committed by Harold and urged students to share what they knew about the incident. Time flew fast afterwards, and the bell jolted me out from my thoughts. They are leaving, won't you follow them? My wolf pointed out, and my eyes caught them. I instantly grabbed my bags in attempt to be with them because I honestly did not want to be left alone when Zayden blocked my way. My heart almost jumped out of my throat, and I retreated slowly in my steps while looking back for a means of escape. You thought that you would be able to hide from me for long, huh? He inquired in a harsh tone, causing me to flinch and for my eyes to water, hoping that one of my mates would be considerate enough to come to my rescue one more time. He gripped my wrist and dragged me to goddess knows where. I couldn't even find any of them on our way, and it made my heart sink. What did you say about them being there for me? They don't care, I told my wolf before blocking the link because I did not want to hear any of her defensive statements about them. Let go of me, Zayden. You are hurting me, I cried out, hoping that he would at least listen. He halted in his steps and turned to face me. I don't give a fuck if I'm hurting you, I haven't even started yet. I stared at his hand on my wrist and instantly leaned in to bite it before running away. He growled out before catching up with me. His palm made contact with my face in form of a resounding slap, and tears escaped my eyes while imagining how red my cheekbones were. Don't fucking play games with me, Omega. I have had enough, he warned me before taking me to the rooftop. If I didn't have a mate that I could turn to for help, it would not have hurt like this, but knowing fully well that there was a beta out there who considered their mate as toy and they didn't see the need to protect me said a lot about them. None of them deserved me, and if I was going to act on my emotions right now, I would reject them if I survived this. Goddess couldn't even give me a mate that would show a bit of care after everything that I have been through. Why give me a mate in the first place? What difference does it make in my life? She must surely be answering the prayers of King Zachary right now. There was no reasonable explanation other than that. Don't be like that, Alexia, Blair countered. Don't even start. Let's face the truth here. At the end of the day, we are always alone despite the fact that we make out time to be there for others. I deadpanned. My mind quickly drifted back to the time that I was there for Harold, which was not too long ago. Even if Nathan gave him an information that would make him distance himself from me, he would at least care for my life. If my mate didn't give two fucks about me, why would the students care? Zayden was surely not going to have mercy on me. My breathing came in ragged, rapid bursts, shoulders hunching tight with dread as I watched him unfasten the leather cinch at his waist, mischievous grin stretching across his face that sent cold, coiling tendrils of fear snaking through my veins. My face squeezed into a frown as I stared at him in confusion because I could not understand the reason why he had decided to pull his belt. Was he planning to whip me or violate me in the worst way possible? Whatever reason that it was, I was definitely not going to stand still and let him assault me. I would surely fight back even though he was way stronger than me. I was about to open my mouth to question him when someone from behind kicked me to the ground. I winced because my back hurt and I instantly turned around to find out who it was. I was caught off guard when I found out that it was Jesse. Just great. The two people who disliked me for no reason had finally joined hands to make my life miserable, and I wondered how I would be able to escape without the help of one of my mates, especially Nathan, who was the major cause of everything. I was forced to inquire from them, "Why is she here?" The corner of her lips formed into a smirk and sauntered towards Zayden before placing a small kiss on his lips, and I gasped out in shock, knowing Jessie, she could have hooked up with him since she was a hoe unless there was a new development that I was not aware of. "Is it a bad thing to be with my mate?" she questioned back with both brows raised. A blank stare was given to them from me before I blinked thrice in disbelief. "Mates, both of you? Wow." The goddess always had a way to amaze me, but this time around, it was not so bad since they were assholes and they deserved each other. "Yeah, what's wrong with that?" She glared at me and I chuckled to spite her even more. My eyes darted to Zayden. "Do you have intentions of rejecting here? If you don't, I advise you to do so. I doubt that she would be able to love you considering that her heart belongs to some jerk of an alpha named Nathan. The fact that I was cursing at everybody without any fear of what they could do to me was something else." She marched towards me and yanked my hair before descending on me with a slap. "You think that you can say whatever you want, huh? Yes, I had a thing with that asshole, but I don't want him anymore. You can gladly have my leftovers because I am with someone way better now and I am grateful to the goddess." I burst into hysterical laughter and they stared at themselves like I have lost my mind. "Yeah, who else would have accepted both of you? Take a look at him. His last girl chose another over him, and I fully understand why, because a normal girl would never want to deal with such a toxic being." "That's enough," she hit me again. Zayden chimed in. "For some Omega, she sure has some annoying guts. Just know that your punishment is going to be severe for disrespecting my mate." If I was certain that my mates actually loved me, their threats would not have scared me. Some goons alongside Jesse and Zayden surrounded me, causing my heart to race a mile, a minute. "Blair, I am in deep shit," I cried out. "If you had just stayed quiet instead of running your mouth, maybe they might have pitied you," she replied in a flat tone like she was pissed at me. "Are you trying to say that I was wrong? You know how these two are. If I had started crying and pleading for mercy, it would have pleased them, and the last thing that I want to do is to give them such satisfaction," I retorted. "Yeah, sure. Now you can't call out for help because those three are unavailable. Neither can you fight all of them here. I honestly have no words for you." She did not even let me respond before cutting me off. "Thank you so much, my dear wolf. You were truly helpful." Zayden folded his arms across his chest and squinted his eyes at me before discussing with Jessie. "What do you think will be the perfect punishment for her? I want something that would traumatize her for days, if not months. So whenever she sees any of us in this academy, she would flee and hide. Tying her up and inflicting injuries on her?" Jesse suggested, and he shook his head in disapproval. "No, those are just bruises. She would heal in less than 2 days," he stated. My brain was busy calculating how I could escape, and I did not think twice before springing up to my feet and bolting towards the exit. Unfortunately, they caught up with me and I was outnumbered. "Not so fast, Alexis. You can't run from me at this point. Save your energy because you are going to need lots of it," Zayden's annoying voice said to me, and I shot him a deadly glare. She just gave me the perfect punishment for her, Jessie announced in an excited tone, and my eyes dropped because I knew that it was nothing good at all. I was finished, and I might as well say my last prayer of acceptance to the goddess, because if I survive this one, then it would be nothing but a miracle that I would forever be grateful for. Seize her and follow my lead, Jessie commanded, and they obeyed. Let go of me, I cried out, but they didn't listen. One of the goons lifted me off my feet and placed me on his shoulder like a log of wood, and all my struggles were in vain. I was taken outside the academy, and the students did nothing but watch. I thought that they would protest, or at least report to the principal or alert one of my roommates about the situation. The whispers and the murmurs filled my ears, talkless of the pitiful looks that they all gave me. I could not blame them, because Zayden was someone that nobody would ever want Thomas with, since he was backed up by the principal, unless someone with higher power like King Zachary, who must have forgotten about my existence and probably crowned my half-sister as queen or gotten her with child. We were close to the woods when they pushed me on the road and a scratch hit my kneecap. Tears were about to sting my eyes, but I did not want them to see me in such a vulnerable state. I had nobody but myself, yet I could not help the situation. With zero emotions in her eyes, she ordered, "Violate her completely, strip away every last shred of her dignity, and break her spirit so she'll never recover." I was barely able to breathe as my chest tightened in fear. Even Zayden was taken aback by the idea. "What?" She stared at him dead in the eyes and repeated her words. "I want all of you to treat her with a cruelty you'd never dare show your own mate. Invade the most sacred part of her being until she's nothing but a broken shell." He waved his hands in the air because it was a crazy request. "I won't be partaking in such." Her eyebrows creased in annoyance. "Why, what's wrong?" "Everything, babe. It would have been much different if I had not found out that you were my second-chance mate. The rest can go ahead, but count me out of it," he stated. Zayden went ahead to question her further because he was still in disbelief. "Do you even want me for real, or you just see me as a tool to get revenge on this thing over here?" "Why will you insinuate such? Of course I want you. It is really not that deep, babe. Just do it," she insisted. Anxiety swirled around me and I yelled out for help. "Help, somebody, anybody, please save me." I could not even fight back the tears that streamed down my face at this point as worry snaked through me. This was not how I planned to lose my innocence. I would rather go back to my ex and endure the harshest of wounds from someone I once knew than let these thugs force their way into the most fragile, sacred corner of my soul like wild beasts trampling an untouched garden, especially not by a loser like Zayden. This was worse than a nightmare, and I doubt if I would be able to recover from it, if it eventually happens. I could not even mind link any of my mates, and it was fucking frustrating. "Harold, I need you right now. Nathan, Tristan, where the hell are you guys?" I kept trying because I could not give up, but they were unreachable. They haven't seen me for over 30 minutes, and they did not bother to look for me. It said a lot about how much they cared, and I would surely keep my distance from them. "Rip her shirt off," Jessie ordered them, and they did as they were told. I covered my exposed cleavage, but they removed my hands. The sight of it brought a smirk to Zayden's face, and my skin crawled. He licked his lips and moved closer to me before whispering, "I like what I see here." His eyes were fixed on them for about a minute, before he directed his gaze to the goons. "Strip her of her remaining intimate clothes right now." The same person who just rejected the offer was already consumed by base desire. How could he? Jessie was ready to sacrifice her mate, just to hurt me, and he did not care because of my body. They were meant for the eyes of my mates only, not some random men driven by base desires. "Blair, please do something. We need to shift and attack them, or at least try to connect with Nathan." I pleaded with my wolf and also emphasized on the need for Nathan's presence because he was the only one who was possessive and not nonchalant. My heart sank when I saw Jessie holding up her phone to record everything that was happening with a wide grin plastered on her despicable face. "I need to get the angles right. Shoot," she commanded, and my blood ran cold. I would not forgive them for this. Zachary for hurting me and framing me to the extent that I landed in this stupid academy that I either spent my day escaping bullying or sexual harassment. I hated it here, and I just wanted to vanish to somewhere far away where nobody knew me at all. I would not even bother to inform any of them about the mate bond that I share with them. I would reject them right on the spot and also cut off my wolf for abandoning me when I needed her the most. Everybody was a jerk, and they did not deserve my care and love at all. He was about to pull off my panties when a growl echoed through the air, causing them to stumble. Jessie bit back a scream in fear. She instantly stopped recording, and her eyes roamed around to find out where the sound came from. "That's Aggro the monster. We need to leave right now," one of the goons announced in a tense tone, and my heart was literally in my throat. Jessie's eyes widened and she moved towards Zayden before holding onto him tightly. "It's okay, babe. I am here with you, so nothing is going to happen. I need you to trust me." It would have been a cute sight if they were actually nice people. "Come on, let's go before one of us gets injured by the beast," he ordered them. "What about her?" Jessie asked him, still standing. "There's no point. She would probably get eaten by the monster. She could not resist us, so she stands no chance against him," he replied. "Knock her out," he commanded. They charged towards me and punched me in the stomach while another dragged my hair and scratched my face with his claws before I blacked out. "Alexia," the gentle voice of my wolf kept calling me until I responded. I slowly opened my eyes to meet a terrifying-looking man, but I had to blink several times since my vision was blurry, just to make sure that I was not having another nightmare. I flinched when he attempted touching me, and he moved backwards like he did not want to scare me. "Who did this to you?" he asked me with a deep voice that left me too stunned to speak. When he realized that I had failed to respond, he spoke up again. "Wait right here, don't move." I still had no idea who it was until I remembered what had happened earlier, causing my head to ache more, and I looked down to find several bruises on my body. It could not be Aggro as they had called him to be. He would not have been so kind to spare my life or inquire about the people that had assaulted me. It had to be someone else, and I was going to find out when he gets back. "Good thing that you are alive, Alexia. I am so sorry for what happened earlier." Blair apologized, but I was surely not going to forgive her so easily. "I don't want to talk to you right now," I replied to her in a harsh tone, not caring if she would be offended. In a few minutes, he returned with clothes and handed it to me. I was reluctant to take it, but I did not want to anger or hurt his feelings. "Thank you. You are welcome. I will take you back home now," he offered me. I attempted to stand up but fell back. "You are still weak. I will carry you." With that, he placed me on his shoulders and couldn't do anything but stay still till we got close to the academy. Since he did not want the school authorities to misunderstand the situation and think that he was here to attack them, he stopped a mile away and ordered me to continue the journey alone, while he stayed to watch. "Thank you," I said again, and he nodded his head before giving me a dismissive wave. I halted in my steps and turned back because I just could not leave without finding out the truth. "Can I ask you a question?" It was then that I took time to observe his towering figure, which was surely above 6 feet, and the scars on his face that made him horrifying. If he was truly a monster, then he was not as bad as people painted him to be unless he was selectively kind, but then again, what was in me that would make him show a little bit of humanity? That was actually ironic. "Go ahead," he permitted me, and I cleared my throat before hitting him with the question. "Who are you? Are you Aggro the monster?" With my heart thumping hard against my chest, I prayed silently that I did not trigger him to show his true self, because nobody would even come to rescue as usual. It was actually funny that the person whom you least expect would be there for you. He broke eye contact and did not respond, like he had not heard the question. "You should probably go. The school must be looking for you by now," he stated before turning back. I got the hint that he did not want to reveal his identity, and I chose to respect his decision. Whoever he was, I would definitely remember my encounter with a monster saving my life. I headed back to the dormitory with the oversized clothes covering my bruises, and I held back my tears that I could have died today during several intervals and nobody would have cared. "I am still very sorry, Lexi. I was a total bitch, and I promised that I would not behave like that ever again." Blair apologized once more, and I did not see the reason for holding a grudge against her. After all, she was the only person that I had left, the one that might not leave unless I stopped breathing. "It's fine, Blair. I don't even have the energy to argue," I assured her as I kept walking. "I think the goddess softened the heart of the Monsieur towards you. He had every reason to kill you, and no justice would have been held in your name," she stated, and I agreed with her. Although I was grateful that I dodged another death arrow despite the many injuries that was inflicted on me, I still felt bad that it was always the wrong person that would act right. What happened to one of my mates showing up to rescue me? They were all alphas, and Zayden would have respected them since he was from the lower rank, but no. They chose to be nonchalant about the situation, and it was a major red flag that I could not ignore at all. I could hear their loud voices as I got to the door, and whatever they were discussing seemed serious. It had to be way important than me, since I did not hear my name or the fact that I have been missing for the past few hours. Weight settled on my heart, and I heaved a sigh before grabbing the door handle to open the door. The silence that followed, the minute that I walked, was loud as their eyes fell on me. My eyes darted elsewhere because I could not bear to look them in the eyes, as I could tear up at any point. I just wished that they would understand and leave me alone. All I wanted to do was to take a warm shower and go to sleep. It would hasten the healing process. If it was possible, I would have moved out of this room as well and stay on my own. I managed to move my feet that seemed glued to the ground and headed towards the bathroom without uttering a single word to them. Kristen stood up from his bed and blocked my way. My face had no expression at all, so it was enough to signal him to get out of my way. He did not get the hint, and Harold jumped out of his bed. "Nathan, lock the door." I squinted my eyes at them before raising both my brows in surprise, wondering what they had planned out now. It was too late to show care because I would not be moved by it, and if they wanted to add to what I was currently going through, I would not hesitate to call Zachary to get me out of here and perform whatever wish that he had. "What now?" Blair asked me, like I had an idea of what they wanted to do. These boys would always remain unpredictable, and it scared me deeply. I rubbed my forehead and gave Tristan an order in a flat tone. "Move. I need to use the bathroom." He ignored me and narrowed his eyes, making me remember the fact that my face was injured. He stretched his hand forward to touch my face, and I flinched. Nathan pulled me and questioned me instantly, with anger crashing through him. "Who did this to you? Tell me right now." I opened my mouth to speak, but words failed to come out. I stepped backwards because I was no longer comfortable with the proximity that we shared when I bumped into Harold's firm chest. "Just great." His eyes were no longer gray but red, and it was enough to tell me that his blood was boiling due to anger. He inquired the same thing, just like the others. "Lexi, talk to me." He placed his hands on my arms, and I tried to remove it, but I could not. "Is Zayden responsible for this? Tell me, and I swear to the goddess that I will break every bone in his body," he stated through gritted teeth. All of this was so unnecessary because they were unavailable when I needed them. The deed was already done, and they should give it a rest instead of pretending to care. I was not going to fall for it a second time. I shook my head in response and lowered it. My heart was aching so bad, and I did not want to be around them any longer. But if the monster had not scared them away, they would have violated the most sacred part of my being, leaving me broken and unrecognizable. None of my mates would ever look at me the same way, for the purest fragment of me would have been torn beyond mending. Did they even feel the mate bond at all? They were supposed to be restless considering that I was in danger, but they all seemed okay till I stepped into this room. I had to give them an applause because they were indeed good actors. They were the ones who abandoned me right after class. If not, how would Zayden have gotten the opportunity to abuse me? Goddess, it would have been better if you had placed me among the she-wolves that were destined to remain without a mate, instead of the numerous chances that you have given yet no difference. I knew that complaining was not a good thing, but I could not take it anymore. "Don't question the goddess, it is not the right thing to do. She knows best," Blair warned me. Squeezed my eyes shut and blocked my ears from the numerous voices that were advising me to go out of control, and their never-ending questions were not helping the situation at all. "Enough. I don't want to hear any of it. Just drop the act, all of you," I yelled out with my throat thickened with sobs. "Lexi, what's wrong with you? Are you sure you are okay?" Nathan went ahead to ask me an insensitive question like he had lost it. My annoyance flared up even more, and I pointed at all of them. "No, I am not, and this is all your fault. You abandoned me when I needed you the most, and Zayden did this to me. I almost had my most sacred space violated beyond repair. Jesse even wanted to record, and they beat me up, but where were you? I don't matter to any of you, so just let me be." Nathan was the first to come up with an explanation which did not move me at all. "Don't be like that. We had a bigger problem to deal with, and we had no idea that something like that would have happened. If not, we would have stayed back," I sneered. "Yeah, sure. You don't need to worry about me because here I am, still breathing, and my wounds would definitely heal soon. I will deal with my own problems by myself. Excuse me." I moved forward to enter the bathroom when Nathan grabbed me by my wrist. He was breathing hard while he clenched his other fist. "What is your problem, huh? Why do you have to make everything about you? Are we some kind of seer that would know the exact time that you would be in trouble? I glared at him before darting my eyes to his hand. Let go of my wrist, Nathan. I don't care what you think about me. You have called me all sorts of names, so I am used to it. You were the one who made Jessie despise me. You just did not have the balls to break up with her. How are we even sure that you are telling the entire story? This smart mouth of yours must have said something to anger one of them, he suggested, and it infuriated me even more. I tried to fling my hand away, but his grip tightened. What are you trying to insinuate? You are supposed to apologize to me instead of this bullshit that you always want to start. Apologize? Like that is going to count. I am so sorry, Your Majesty, for not performing the duty of a bodyguard. He used his sarcastic tone on me. There is no difference between you and Zayden. Both of you are jerks, I retorted. He squeezed my wrist tightly and touched one of my bruises, causing me to wince. Let go of her, Nathan. Her wounds need to be treated first. We can talk about this later. She is not in the right state of mind, and it is not advisable to upset her. I glanced at Harold before scoffing. What was that for? Looking back at how he was so indifferent when he found out that I made out with Tristan was quite ironic that he wanted to be considerate at this point. Maybe he cares now. He was just mad that another guy kissed you, Blair pointed out. Yeah, right. I totally agree with you. I was sarcastic this time around because nothing on this earth would be enough to convince me that these boys cared about my existence. Harold was the first to make it clear to me that he did not want a mate bond with me, and Nathan did the same. Tristan has not spoken a word about it, and I was certain that he was not ready to drop his hose for some Omega. It seemed like they were all ashamed of me. They were alphas after all, so I guess they deserved better. This was a case of lowering their standards for me. Stop caring about me, and mind your business like you always have. It is none of your concern if I get injured or even die. I fired at him, and his face flushed before veins become visible in his neck. You know what your saving grace is right now? You are just lucky that you are my mate, because I would have ruined you. Don't forget that you are just an Omega, and don't take it as an avenue to disrespect me, he told me. My eyes shifted to Nathan's direction and back at Harold before rubbing my arms nervously because he had just spilled a secret that I have been trying to hide for the longest. Oh, this is not good at all, Blair remarked in a tense tone. I advised you to tell them earlier, but you did not listen. Just so you know, you are fucked, Blair added before disappearing. Mate, what are you talking about? She's mine. Nathan wrapped his arms around my waist and pulled me closer, causing Harold to have a sour expression. My hands were trembling and I had to hide them. Is this some sort of a joke, Nathan, because it is not funny? Do you see a smile on my face? Alexia, tell him, who do you belong to? The question that Nathan just asked me made a lump form in my throat. I belong to nobody if you ask me. Lies! We all know that you want Harold, who is emotionally unavailable. The heart wants what it can't have. Blair chimed in and did not give me a chance to respond before ghosting once again. Hold up a minute. Why are both of you claiming to be her mate? Alexia, you need to clear up this mess. Tristan finally spoke up with furrowed brows. I was already fidgeting at this point because in no time, they would be smart enough to connect the dots and I was doomed. What sort of question is that? I obviously share a mate bond with her, Nathan replied, and Harold countered him. Are you sure because you don't treat her like your mate at all? Considering that you watched her make out with Tristan and did nothing about it. Tristan was about to respond when Harold went further with his statement. Do you both remember the day that I walked into this room and found you touching her? I lost interest because she is supposed to be my mate. Dear goddess, make it stop. I just wanted time to freeze so that I would escape from this mess, or it would be better for the ground to open and swallow me. This was the one time that I wished I was a witch so I could easily cast an invisibility spell. Wait, what? It all makes sense now. I just could not understand why you reacted that way instead of joining us, and even when Nathan told you about, Tristan stopped and squinted his eyes at me. I knew that he was about to make a confession as well. I felt the mate bond when I kissed her. I found out that she was my mate, the same day as Harold. So, we all share the same mate, huh? Nathan inquired while trying to hide the fact that he was annoyed. Harold raised both his brows in realization while Tristan facepalmed himself and released a sigh. Nathan just gave me a blank stare that made me fold. I had not even recovered from the incident with Zayden and Jessie. Now this? You have got to be kidding me. Are you just standing there without saying anything? I need an explanation, Alexia. Harold urged me, and I rubbed the back of my neck before clearing my throat. Why didn't you tell us? You knew all along and kept it to yourself. Were you planning on playing games or what? Nathan interrogated, and I was still unable to form a statement. Lexia, Nathan called out my name one more time, and I snapped back into reality. I'm sorry, but it is not entirely my fault. I did not plan to keep a secret for long or play with anybody. I explained, but they were not fully satisfied. My shoulders dropped as I spoke further. Every time that I tried to bring up the topic, you all would ignore me or something would come up. I was not lying, and they knew it. Nathan arched his shoulders backwards and his eyes twinkled while Harold raised his chin up and said nothing. I did not want to admit that I was right, and it was disgusting behavior. I was an Omega, and they could easily reject me since I was so powerless to seek revenge on them. I just could not continue with these mixed signals. It was draining me. Also, none of you showed signs after finding out. There was no acceptance or rejection. What could have been done? I asked them, and the atmosphere became tense since they could not come up with a response that would suit me. Kristen, who has been quiet this whole time, was the first to inquire. So, what have you done with the others? Coming from somebody who was a playboy, and my encounter that I had with Jesse scared me because his hose could come for me. Nathan folded his arms and agreed with the question. Good question, Tristan. So, Lexi, tell us. I creased my brows at him in irritation because he had no right to ask that question. He was putting up the act of a saint, whereas he was the one who crossed an intimate boundary with me the last time. How could he have a say in this? Don't even start, Nathan. The other time that Harold was asleep, you could not keep your hands from crossing the unspoken line between us. I revealed, and Harold gave a wide-eyed look while Tristan raised both brows in disbelief. Wow, this is so messed up. Someone is going to get angry if this continues, and I can bet that it would be Harold, Blair asserted, and it made my anxiety shoot up. All I wanted to do was to rest and not argue with them. I did not even have much strength in me as my body was aching badly. Nathan licked his lips and ran his hands through his hair before bursting into laughter like a patient that escaped an asylum. What the actual fuck, Alexia? So you are a hoe and a liar as well. Do you guys actually believe the bullshit that she just spilled? You know that I would never overstep without your consent. I stopped the minute that you told me to. I gasped in shock and covered my mouth. You are such a bloody liar, Nate. What are you trying to do? Turn the tables around on me? No, I am not. I am just trying to defend myself before you paint me as someone that I am not. He denied once more. That's a major red flag that we are not going to ignore, Alexia. First it was Jesse, and now this. It is a bad habit that he would not be able to stop. Blair removed 1 point from Nathan, and I approved of it. He did not even respond when he diverted the attention to Tristan. If there is anybody that should be taken seriously, then it would be Tristan and not me. You fucking made out with him, bro. Did he just refer to me as bro? It keeps getting worse by the minute, Blair said. I was taken aback by the big and wide smile that I found on Tristan's face, and I realized that these boys were crazy in their own way. Why the fuck are you smiling, man? Nathan inquired with a frown plastered on his face. Tristan chested out and replied, Why won't I? I mean, I was the first to lock lips with her, so it's a big win. Should I say, you all can have my leftovers? I clenched my jaw and felt like attacking him, but I would injure my knuckles further. I regret. That only applies when you've crossed the final intimate threshold with her. It is just a kiss, Nathan stated in a flat tone. Tristan eyed him. That you could not get. The whole time that this was going, Harold was extremely quiet, and my chest tightened, knowing the fact that the revelation must have made him lose a lot of interest in me. The only thing that I was expecting him to do was to reject me, and I would be left with Nate and Tristan as options. Our eyes darted to Harold at the same time, and Tristan interrogated him. You have been awfully quiet, and it is suspicious. Is there anything that you have to confess that is way worse than ours? Nothing, he replied with a husky voice. What do you mean, nothing? You must have done something. Tristan refused to believe, and Harold shot him a glare. I am not a liar, and I mean when I said nothing. You can go ahead and ask her to confirm. I don't even want to be part of any of this. His words shattered my heart completely. I don't even know what is wrong with all of you. I am nobody's property because there is no mark to prove it. I still have the right to decide if I want to touch somebody or be touched, I stressed. Nathan chuckled. An omega with standards? Shouldn't you be grateful that the goddess even had a little bit of pity towards you to give you an alpha mate and not just one? You don't even deserve anybody. So better come back to act and stop looking like an alpha princess or lichen queen. Kristen joined in. She really needs a reality check, man, because she is delusional as fuck. No one ever wanted you, Alexia. Get that into your head. Their words kept echoing in my head and it felt like a knife to my heart. Don't listen to anything that they say, Lex. You are a queen and you don't need a crown or title to prove that. Blair comforted me. It never gets better, Blair. I replied to her in a sad tone because my throat was burning with pain. They all went to bed and I got into the bathroom before letting the tears flow. In a way, it was a good thing that they finally revealed that I did not matter to them at all. This was my 4th rejection and I was so numb to the pain. I could not even treat my wounds and Harold did not bother afterwards. If only sleep would just come so I can forget all of this for a few hours because my eyes were still wide open. What exactly am I doing wrong? I questioned Blair with a shaky voice. Absolutely nothing. You are not the problem, they are. She told me, but it was not enough to convince me. If that was the case, then why do I have to meet them? Am I supposed to fix them or what? I vented out in frustration. I just wanted one right person. Was it too much to ask from the goddess? I was not even asking for much. I did not even care about the rank as long as they would love and care for me. You should try to get some sleep, Blair advised as I got out of the bathroom and found them fast asleep. I can't, I told her, and my stomach rumbled. I totally forgot that I had not eaten all day, and there was no way that I would be able to go to bed without food unless I passed out in the morning. I need to eat something or else these wounds won't heal at all. Her tone became low all of a sudden. Yeah, I think you should. I am losing strength by the second. Now that you have reminded me of food, where can we get food? She asked me. We would have to sneak into the kitchen, that's the only way, I suggested, and I left the room quietly because I did not want to alert any of them. Getting to the kitchen felt like an hour journey because I had to move slowly with my vision very blurry. My ears were alert in case anybody was following me or around to report me. The last thing that I wanted was for Zayden to pop out of nowhere to continue what he started earlier. It would literally be the last blow to send me to the goddess. I finally entered on my tiptoes and was about to serve myself a plate of food when a deep voice brought my action to a halt. Hey, turn around right now. I froze on the spot and my eyes nearly popped out of the socket with my heart in my throat. I obeyed him and I met a glare from him. Alexia, you again. Are you supposed to be outside your dormitory by this time and you are trying to steal food? No, sir. Shut your mouth. You are coming with me for sanitary duties and you will be in detention tomorrow morning. He stated his punishment and my eyes dropped. I just could not get a break. I dragged my feet and walked up to him so I could follow him when I saw a figure by the door. I squinted my eyes to see clearly because his scent wafted up my nostrils. I sent her, sir, Harold spoke up. Why was he even awake by this time? Playing my knight in shining armor, huh?